All right, what's going on, everybody? It is Bet-Win Pickup episode 6. I'm your host, Bo Dunn, checking in for Bo Dunn Sports for today. Per usual, I'll be giving y'all 3 picks on the podcast. We got a game in NHL, Florida versus Detroit. In college basketball, we got the early game in the CBI, Indiana State versus East Kentucky. And we're going to round it off with Golden State versus Houston Rockets in the NBA. Plus, I'll be giving y'all my famous Bet-Win Pickup parlay of the day. So no further ado, man. Let's skip the play. Let's get down to business. First game, we're looking at Florida Panthers versus the Detroit Red Wings. In this game, we're going to focus on the total. I like the over 6.5 goals at -125. The reason why is Florida offense has been red hot. They scored 4 more goals in their last 4 games, averaging 5 goals per. Detroit is giving up 3.13 goals a game. That's ranked 12th in NHL. Also on the other side, man, Florida goaltender has been giving up some goals as well. 3.12. That's ranked number 11. So both teams are giving up goals. Florida offense has been hot, averaging 5 goals a game in the last 4. I think both teams are getting into the threes. That'll give us that overtime shootout 4-3 type of score, man. So I like this game to go over the total of 6.5. Like I say, both goaltenders are giving up goals. Florida offense is hot. I think they're going to get the win, but I like for the total to come in more. So first pick today, man, over 6.5 goals between Florida and Detroit. Say, man, my best plays been red hot. I done logged in 24 best plays. The record is 17-7, up over 10 units. Y'all can see all those results over on Sports Watch Monitor, where all my plays are fully documented track. The link is in the about section on the podcast, and I put it in the description over on YouTube. If you watching, man, you listening, make sure to get a podcast, a 5-star review. Also on YouTube, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. I always want to know what y'all going with for the day. So put your top plays in that comment section. All right, man, next game we're going to the CBI tournament in college basketball. All these games been played in Florida. And we got Indiana State coming off a 5-point win in their last game. And we have Eastern Kentucky coming off an overtime win against Cleveland State in their last game. I think the difference in both these teams, they both play defense good. They both can rebound well. But on the offensive side, I think Indiana have the advantage in every area. They're making almost half their shots, 48% from the field. They're shooting 35% from 3, and they're shooting 76% from the free throw stripe. Now on the other side, we got Eastern Kentucky. They're only hitting 43% from the field. They're only making 65% from the free throw line, and they're only averaging 32% from 3. So with those offensive numbers being so far away from each other, I think when it comes down to the end of the game, the free throws and stuff like that, I get it all the advantages to Indiana State. So in the right now, they won their last 3 games in a row. And I think that tonight they're going to advance to the next round over Eastern Kentucky just on offensive numbers alone. So second pick of the podcast, man, Indiana State -5.5. Once again, man, you want to get my best play for the day. You can check them out on Sports Watch Monitor. 17-7 in my last 24 top plays, up over 10 units. Everything fully documented track. Check it out today, man. SportsWatchMonitor.com. All right, man. Last and final play today straight. We got Golden State laying 10.5 points on the road against the Houston Rockets. And y'all already know, man, I'm going to continue to fade Golden State on the road. Where right now, they've been on a 3-game road trip. They done lost all 3 games. They got beat by Memphis, the Hawks, and the Clippers. In their last, I think they're 7-29 straight up on the road, 9-27 against the spread. Versus at home, where there are 29-7 straight up, 24-11-1 against the spread. So their home and road is just night and day. So we're going to continue to fade Golden State. I know Golden State is a way better team than Houston. We're not going to even compare them on that. But when it comes to this number, we just focusing on this big number they land. I just don't trust on the cover, man. Houston is 3-1 in their last 4 games. They done beat Boston. They done beat New Orleans. So they done beat some heavy hitters in this little 3-1 record right now they have. So Houston is covering the spread. They playing all their players. I don't see nobody on the injury report for Houston. So, this gonna be like their championship game. They get to play the defending champions. They're gonna show up, man. So I think Houston is in a good spot to cover this spread. So final straight play on the video. We're gonna take the Houston Rockets plus 10.5. All right, man. My bed win pickup parlay today. I'm gonna take Houston and NBA plus a 10.5. I'm gonna pair them up with the New York Knicks minus the 7 over the Minnesota Timberwolves. Ever since Minnesota traded away D'Angelo Russell, they've been using Anthony Edwards as their main, point guard. He's shooting over 20 times a game, and he's dealing with an injury. Also, Rudy Gobert's on the injury report. I think Austin Rivers on the injury report. So this team is dealing with a lot of injuries. They just coming off a game against Toronto. They got beat by double digits. Jalen Brunson is back in the lineup for New York. New York just knocked off the top team in the West with the Denver Nuggets. So it's going to be a tough game, man, for Minnesota. I think they're going to continue to slide. Just missing so many people, and, their offense just not clicking. So I'm going to take New York at home. I like the way Jalen Brunson been playing this year. I think the Dallas Mavericks made a big mistake by not keeping this guy, Julius Randle. I think them guys going to be too much, man, at the Garden. So bad win pickup parlay today. Let's take the Houston Rockets plus 10.5. Pair that up with New York Knicks minus 7 at plus 250. All right, man, recapping these plays. First pick today, Florida, Detroit in hockey. Over 6.5 goals at minus 125. College basketball, Indiana State minus 5.5. The straight play in the NBA, Houston Rockets plus 10.5 over Golden State. And the bad win pickup parlay today, Houston Rockets plus 10.5. Pair that up with the New York Knicks minus 7 at plus 250. All right, man, once again, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening to the podcast. Make sure to give it a 5-star rating and review. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe on YouTube. Get my best bets each and every day on sportswashingmother.com. The link is in the about section on the podcast. It's going to be in the description area on YouTube. All right, man, let's be smart today. Let's bet with our mind, not with our heart. Let's manage the bankroll, and let's turn these tickets into cash. I'm your host, Bo Dunn, aka the Blind Capper, checking in for Bo Dunn Sports. As always, we are working while they sleep. Get my best plays of the day, Sports Watch Monitor. Let's get some money today. Let's bet, win, and pick up.